Howtoplay has the first pick, Evan. So having the first pick, would you risk that pre-ban on Gianna, or would you bank that Hannah's not going to pre-ban it and you try to steal it away from him?
I would try to steal it if I was in that position, if I was being totally honest with you. I'm a little bit of a greedy player, though. How about you?
Yeah, I would do the same. We have to remember that there's ragdoll on both sides, too. So pre-ban on Hathor for the side of Hannah and pre-ban on Chiwoo.
That came a little out of left field, to be honest. I wasn't expecting something like that.
Very interesting. No LDs pre-bans. They are just going to leave it all on the field.
Now, something that I noted is that Hana is not really a Ciara and Gianna user. We never saw them pair Ciara with Gianna throughout the whole time we were watching.
Yes.
There it is. Howtoplay locking down Gianna early. Ragdoll coming out as a response from Hana. Who's going to be the second pick here? It's a good time to kind of play the neutral game right now.
Yeah, but I can see Hana shifting to more of a bruiser comp since he lost the Gianna, and he's not going to have an opening to pick Hathor too. So we're not going to see Hathor Gani coming on this first game. So yes, indeed, bruiser. Harmonia probably coming in. Tyrannus, a very strong pick. Let's see if Howtoplay tries to steal any of those, or he just lets it go and lets him have it and plays full, and that's what we see. He steals the Tyrannus.
Nice. Molong feeling right at home in this RTA season, coming back with a bruiser as a response to some quick cleaves. Bulwark, and you called it.
Yeah, the expected Harmonia. Now, Howtoplay has to decide, am I going to bring lots of damage to try to nuke these monsters, or I'm going to just control him, go in a slow late game. His only survivability is Tyrannus so far. So if he doesn't get the control in, it's going to be really tough to deal with Hana that has the last pick, and here the Tianlang comes in to counter the Ragdoll.
Great. I'm a huge fan of those last two picks. Nephthys is a giant threat. You always say, one-turn immunity is not immunity, so Nephthys is going to be a huge threat for them, and Tianlang completely countering Ragdoll.
I'm expecting some type of immunity or something to feed off the Bulwark.
Nice.
Exactly. The Amelia comes in. Amazing against Nephthys. Very dangerous against the Gianna, to be completely honest. So we're going to see the bans on each side right now. These players have been playing an amazing season, Evan. Do you expect who to get the first turn right here?
I think Howtoplay is going to be taking the first turn on this one.
Completely agree with you.
They got the fast Gianna, too bad it got banned out, and Nephthys with the speed leader. I think everything's set up for them to get that.
Completely agree with you. Can he get the control in with only one immunity on the field? Will he risk it? Like, we have to see also, is this Molong a vampire Molong?
That would be
cute. Is it a spare Molong?
That
is
would
it
be
a violent
so cute
Molong?
if it was. I'm
guessing violent because
Molong would make my evening. Early morning.
And here we go to match number 1 of the semifinals. Hannah against Howtoplay.
Let's see who gets that first turn. Howtoplay set up for that. Nephthys is going to be taking that first turn. Has a little bit of an awkward turn here. Everybody's willed up at this point, so not a lot is going to happen from that first turn.
And shield. We're not going to see any kind of stuns. He only strips the buffs from the Molong.
Bulwark 5 stacks right off the bat here. Taking his time to think about who he's going to be reducing right now. I'd like to chip away at the yeah, and sure enough, he chips away at the Tyrannus.
Exactly, it's the Reviver. You got to go for him. There are no heals on that team, so Molong can get the snipe right now and prevent Tyrannus from having that second life real quickly. Harmonia gets it. She can protect her team or go for a sleep.
Big Reckless, and not a lot of damage returning Molong there. Considering Tyrannus is a defense-based monster, not going to be a lot coming back out.
Beautiful proc. She gets the best of 2 worlds. She gets the heal, protects her team, and now she can try to sleep. But remember, the Gani will get to reset.
Oh, and Gani, here he comes. He's ready to ventilate. He's ready to ventilate the Tyrannus, but he's thinking about it. He's taking his time to think about this. He's taking a little long, just making sure it's the right call. Awesome proc from Ganymede. Gets everything. Gets the cake and gets to eat it too.
And now, Tyrannus in a very important turn. If he gets the proc, he can buff defense. No, he doesn't get it. Now the Ragdoll can chip away again. Remember, he was reset, so now he has another life. You have to kill him, not once, not twice, but 3 times.
That's a lot of death. Tianlang getting ready to put the defense break out on Harmonia. Nephthys with the follow-through. Seeing, do they want to bank the second skill here? Only 2 out of 4. I would go for it. You got the ventilate from Gani eventually coming back. Chooses to hang on to it.
I like being careful like that. He knows he'll have an opening. He needs to kill Tyrannus once again. He banked on that. And now he can go for the stun. Molong, is it 2018 Molong? Oh, 1 stun off the bat. So maybe your call of risking it with Nefties was the right one
because
after all.
now he's going to lose a whole turn of tempo off that Molong stun. It wasn't all 4, but I'll take that over nothing.
That's 25%,
That's
baby.
25%.
Here comes Ganny trying to get a very important glancing. I would go for the Molong because the Death Break is the most dangerous threat to his team right now. The Ragdoll will try to kill and maybe a Brock.
No, that's dot range too. That is so unfortunate that he resisted it because he might have gotten a free kill off.
Tyrannus with the stun on Harmonia. And now, again, the other Panda gets another stun. Bolverk loses the turn, and little by little, the proc from Nefties might
That's
let
the
this down.
turn. That's the turn Howtoplay's been fishing for this whole time. All those debuffs set up. He's going to make some big plays coming up here. Tian Lang just doubling down, getting a nice stun on Molong that nobody even asked for.
The Desperate on Lang just shining on this match. He has the Ventilate up once again, remembering that the Tyrannus didn't die for the second time. So he goes for the aggressive play and is going to lock down the team once again. Ragdoll needs to kill him, but no proc for you, sir. So now the Nefties will have the opening to lock him down for one more turn, Evan. Did you expect this?
No, I didn't. She's going to do it again. That was excellent turn counting from Howtoplay, remembering that Tyrannus hadn't died yet, so he didn't need to overcommit to that and ventilate him by accident. He's just seeing who he wants to chip away at, tries to lock down the kill on Molong.
Big hit with 7k lifesteal. If he got a proc, that would be a dead monster. But the Light Panda might finish the job. No.
Nice Harmonia, right on time.
What a
Sleep.
clutch sleep.
Hana falling behind now at a 3 to 4 monster deficit. Tian Lang lining up for a defense break here. Goes on Harmonia.
She has the cleanse right now. This match will go down to, can you kill Tyrannus so the Ragdoll can start to dominate? He protects the Bolverk. We can see that Bolverk, without buffs on the other side and without the Amelia on his side, has been rendered useless.
Bolverk has been a little bit of a dead pick this whole time. And look at this, Nefties is going to keep you from using those damage skills when she silences you. As soon as that immunity gives up, there's not going to be a whole lot of damage coming from this side.
This Ragdoll right now, Torrent, but once again can't finish the Tyrannus fast enough. He does not want to feed the Bolverk, so he doesn't use it again. Once again, the Panda coming in for some stuns, for some strips. Can the Despair Tian Lang shine? No. He goes for the Death Break to try to snipe the damage option, Evan.
Just a Death Break out right now. And it's about this time when you realize Hana's been trying to pick away at that Tyrannus for so long and nothing. It's coming up fruitless. There's nothing coming from
I
that.
like his choice of going only for the Death Break because he didn't want to give a lot of attack bar in case to Ragdoll, so he would be cut. So now he has an opening with Nefties, playing it slow, playing it carefully, and no sleep on her. She'll be able to put everyone under 4 inability.
Big second skill coming out here. This is going to set up for what might potentially end the game for Howtoplay. Chooses to just go for the first skill off that.
He doesn't want to give attack bar once again. Oh, now he does. Now he does.
He's
okay.
like, well, if you're going to give me a second, I might as well just take it.
I was surprised. Now the Tian Lang has everyone with Death Break. I would go for second skill, but if he wants to keep that Ragdoll under lock and not risk it, yes, sir.
Goes for the greed.
Double stun, Evan.
Rewarded for that. I love the rewarding for the greed because it might mean we'll get to see more of it in the future. Ganymede coming out here might be a good idea to just reset the Harmonia too if he wants to just lock out that immunity. Oh, it's already gone.
He keeps playing extremely carefully. He doesn't want to go offensive. He keeps controlling the pace of the match, defending his team with Tyrannus, and now he might get a sniper Ragdoll and his dad.
Calculated. Look at that.
It's a 4v2, Evan.
Howtoplay with the first win of the RTA Season 13 Legend Tournament. That was done with surgical precision. Howtoplay had control over that entire game, and Hana was just fishing for something with the Tyrannus that just never quite got there.
He had openings to be more aggressive, like we talked about, but he always chose the safe play, the less of a risk. He knew his Tyrannus was tanky enough and could take the beating.
Yeah.
That is so surprising.
He'd rather hang on to that control than just risk everything. Like even towards the end, that surprised me when he went for the first skill instead of the second skill from Neftis, just so that way he wouldn't give the attack bar. I was like, you are so into the late game of this match, you can dedicate that, he can get the attack bar, and when he's silenced, not a lot of damage is going to come out.
My question is, does that Neftis have a lot of crit rate? Maybe that's why he's afraid.
Is that a signal?
Is it a crit damage Neftis? She looked kind of tanky, not very much because she wasn't really hit. It was Tyrannus the only one that took damage.
Tyrannus was just taking all that damage too, and he did a great job. He was a wall. He was utility. He got a stun on Harmonia. Nobody even asked for that, and he got it.
But sorry, I will have to give this first match to your boy, Tian Lang. He came up with stun after stun.
Yeah.
And the death break, the despair stun on Ragdoll. He just created so many opportunities for his team to strip and create openings for the Nefties.
Yeah, who provided those opportunities? And I will say that from the other side, from Hana's side, while Molong was there, I was happy with the Molong pick. I liked seeing that strip and stun on the Nefties, just kind of losing the tempo. I thought something more could have come from that. Unfortunately, Howtoplay just had it under control the whole time. Our players are getting ready for round 2 of the semifinals of the RTA Season 13 Legend Tournament.
Yeah, and one monster that might be kind of a decisive pick in this second match is actually one that we didn't talk about, Gani. That was extremely important, ventilating the bear and just bringing him back into a game. So maybe this time, Hana does not let the Gani to the other side. Let's see if the pre-bans are the same, since now Hana has the first pick. If he switches it up a little bit, because he has the chance to keep the Gianna, or Howtoplay can pre-ban Gianna, because there were no LD pre-bans.
You see a lot of people just banning out their own monsters because they don't have the first pick and they don't want to contest for that. Hathor is now up for grabs too, and everybody's favorite AoE stripper, Chiwu. That's debatable. Maybe not your favorite AoE stripper.
You know what? I might expect Howtoplay's pre-ban on Hathor this time. He went for Chiwu that time. Now he can go for Hathor. Maybe he was afraid of a Chiwu Savannah combo too that's very used during this season. Yes,
oh, look at that. You called it. Savannah's out, Nefties is out. Hana's like, I've seen enough of that. I don't need all those debuffs on me. I like my other skills.
So I'll tell you something. We haven't seen Hana play a lot, but Howtoplay has, because he does not want the Savannah Chiwu combo.
Yeah.
And Hana with the Hathor first pick, and now he denies Howtoplay to one of his strongest monsters. The Gianna comes in. If you are Hana, do you go for those monsters that can be controlled? Are we going to see the Dragon Knights coming out right now, or would you still bring some immunity, maybe some other ways to deal with a Gani Gianna?
I expect that we're probably going to see some damage units coming out here. I at least hope that. A Dragon Knight would be really fun to see. I like the Howtoplay lock down that Ganymede pretty early just to deprive Hana of the other half of the Gani Thor combo. Gani's just such an incredible facilitator. Like, he'll just make any comp work with that ventilate.
Exactly. And now thinking about it, goes for the Bruiser option once again and stealing the Tyrannus.
Oh, great. I love the spite. That is so good.
The Tyrannus was instrumental last game for Howtoplay, and this time Hana takes it over. Now Howtoplay has the option to respond with some fire units, with maybe some people that can control attack bars, a lot of control. Bader to counter the Hathor. I'm not afraid of your Hathor. I can reset her with Gani. I can put immunity on my monsters. And we might see another type of threat right now coming in from Howtoplay. And he brings...
Keeping us waiting on this Howtoplay. I can't wait to see this.
Yes.
The Arda.
Arda.
So far that's a great pick. There's nothing out here that can immediately threaten your Arda, save for the Molong's third skill, but it's a lot of damage you'd be taking.
I think it's kind of dangerous into this composition. The snipe against the Artemiel, it's really hard to come back from. I can see a Gianna ban right here and him playing a slow game, sniping off the Arda and going all in. Howtoplay goes with the Yanhong last pick. Excellent monster to keep his team just healthy. A lot of sustain, but I don't know. I really like Hana's picks in this case.
Yeah,
there's no revivers.
Hana picked really well, and we're going to see the Molong ban.
The Gianna ban was expected.
Gianna,
like
yes,
very
Gianna
clear
was necessary. I think Howtoplay is thinking that if he leaves the Bulwark in, he could maybe render it a useless-ish pick. I don't want to completely say useless, but he has control over how useful that unit is in the mid to late game.
The question is the first turn from Hathor or from Yanhong? Who's going to take it? Yanhong does.
There we
that super fast base speed, so that tells us that this is a violent Hathor, not a swift Hathor. Everyone's on will, shield, because of that big Bulwark. Misses the strip, Evan.
And there's not a whole lot for Hathor to do. She can go for the second skill and try to proc into a third skill, but even then, I think that might be throwing away a potential for a third skill.
He needed that strip because it would give attack bar to his team, make the Gani go and reset one of the monsters that would kill on his team. Now he has the option to use the combo with Bulwark and with Icarus.
Who's he gonna snipe? Going for Pater early, halfway through the life. Can Icarus? Oh, Gani gets a turn. He can reset the Hathor if he wants to. Third skill is now locked down. No sleep's going to come out. Icarus probably going to finishes off the Pater, forcing Howtoplay to be at a 3 to 4 monster deficit from the start.
Now with the reset from Genny, I don't know if the pick on killing that monster was the right one. I would have killed Genny because I'm extremely afraid of Genny resetting my whole comp, resetting the Tyrannus, resetting the Hathor. He's a big threat. If this Archangel starts stunning his team, he's gonna get controlled. Gets the provoke on the Yanhong, rendering her useless for this turn.
No sleeps are going to be coming out from Hathor anytime soon. Like you said, that third skill from Ganny, even when it's refreshed, she's not going to be able to get one off. There are no immunity stacks on this side, so Hathor is just going to lose the third skill as soon as it's available.
He goes for the reset cool time on Yanhong. She's going to have strip, heal, whatever she wants, remembering that she not only heals, but feels attack bar. That stun from Tyrannus coming in the clutch.
Stun. Artemio backing up his friend Yanhong right there with a stun of his own. Hathor still recovering from that steel magic from Ganny early on. She's still reeling from that.
And getting hit by Artemio. Everyone's critting weirdly on this. Let's see if the Bulwark also crits, because if the Artemio keeps controlling no crit from Bulwark, he needs that glancing hit to come in on the Hathor because she already has the sleep. He goes for the Icarus, actually. The best of two worlds. He can also use it on Hathor right now and prevent that sleep on the big boy Artemio. Oh, keeps going. Keeps going. He wants to get rid of one of the snipers, Evan.
And we're already in that position that we were talking about in the pick ban phase. Howtoplay, just choosing to keep. I mean, Bulwark is not posing any sort of threat. There are no stacks of anything coming out from anywhere. So Bulwark's just going to be sitting with 2 for the foreseeable future. Yanhong charging Vitality on Ganymede, gets a proc, Blade Fan on Icarus to do some additional damage, and Ganymede gets his play of the game.
Now he has a big choice. Does he go for the aggressive play on Tyrannus or Hathor? Tyrannus with a big proc. He can give a big punch with his second skill and try a stun on the Arna.
Goes for the big hit on Yanhong. Half the life is taken away. That looked like Bulwark used all 5 stacks on her.
This is definitely a crit damage on Hong because she only has 30k. She needs this glancing right now. Needs to keep chipping in damage, but the Archangel keeps bringing it back. Beautiful proc. She'll have all skills back on the next turn. Now Ganny has an opening.
He's really chipping away at Icarus right now. Doesn't want to see that third skill come out again. Doesn't want to accidentally use another unit when he's not expecting it. Bulwark here, just going to put a little bit more damage in. There's really nothing to do here. Bulwark was picked into a team with no buffs on that side.
That's the thing. That's why I wanted to snipe the Ganny and not the Pater. The Pater feeds the Bulwark. The rest of the team doesn't.
Exactly, because now you're almost killing your own unit when you kill the Pater. The Ganymede is just going to keep refreshing Yanhong, Artemio. It's going to be so annoying for your team.
This is down to, can this big Archangel stun and control the other team? If he can, Howtoplay might be able to turn this around. Otherwise, he has full control over this. Hana has it, but now he has the option. Can I snipe this? He goes for her. Almost dead.
Ganny could finish it off. What we're probably going to see, Hana's probably going to take this into the mid to late game and then one-shot somebody as soon as somebody's not expecting it when the HP gets declined. Icarus, not dead, hanging on by a thread right now.
This proc was extremely important, Evan, because the Ganny has Seal Magic next turn. If he can reset the bear, he can kill the Icarus and not even need that, but she has the nuke.
Can she do it?
Oh my god, can she? Dark Recovery!
15k. Tyrannus can make something happen next turn. Does he have Wild Blow Up right now? He might be able to one-shot that Yanhong if he does. Otherwise, he'll just have to get some... and there she goes, Charge Vitality.
The reset's coming in. Once again, he has that choice. Do I go for Tyrannus? Do I go for Hathor? He keeps making the safe play. We've seen that Howtoplay does not like to risk. He's a mathematical player. Excellent choices. He can play the 4 turns in 1. So he resets her again, gives a turn back. In Brazil, we call this the Bebeto Romario because you play, you just pass it to each other and keep doing it over and over again.
Howtoplay's over here playing solitaire, making sure that he doesn't fall out of this game, even though he lost a monster right away. This is actually looking to be more and more in Howtoplay's favor.
If he can take this game late, the Archangel is going to start hitting really hard. But
look at that. That's big damage.
The Tyrannus will do the same. So it's going to end up being a fight of defense damage dealers.
We're going to have to see how... I'm really curious to see what Tyrannus can bring out because I'm telling you, all of a sudden, he's going to be able to one-shot a unit as those HP... Look, we're already at attack power 30% off and max HP down 30%. We're in some really dangerous territory here.
This is a big proc because she has the heal from the second skill coming on, and now... if the Archangel can counter and kill her, it's going to be a big deal.
Glancing. Oh, no kill. But good damage coming in. Hathor still recovering from the Seal Magic.
Yes, and remember, this Tyrannus still has 2 turns after this attack, so he does not have the buff. Once again, trying to kill the Icarus, and she finally goes.
She's gone. Now Yanhong can either just heal or fill up the Ganymede while you're at it. Fill up Artemio.
I would love for the aggressive play this time. Go for Artemio. Ganny's going to take a turn either way. She saves it for the heal. She's afraid of the nuke on the big bear.
That's dangerous because now that's giving a little bit of leeway to Hana when he didn't necessarily have to. All of a sudden, Hathor's got this second skill up, and look at Tyrannus.
Resisted!
Tyrannus could make something happen. Ooh, not quite enough to kill the
gamble paid off, Evan. He gambled. Now he gets to give the turn to Ganny. That resist from the Hathor sleep was huge. Who thinks that sleep doesn't get resisted?
Howtoplay gambled when they didn't really need to, and then still made it work for them in the end. I think that paid off in full, like in spades. That was pretty great. Getting more damage on Tyrannus. Tyrannus might die here.
Yes, let me tell you something. They nerfed Ganny once, twice. He's still one of the most important monsters in this meta. We can see how great he is even without Hathor, and I can still tell you, if he killed the Ganny early on, this would be a different match.
Exactly. Could you imagine what would have happened if Peter was still here? Bulwark would have gotten stacks. We probably would have seen a lot more heals on Hana's side. Definitely a lot more definitive from Hana's side.
And less heals from the Yanhong. Did
Yeah.
you see those 4 turns in a row?
Yeah.
The Archangel starts punishing, hitting hard every time, and I don't think this Tyrannus is taking any more turns.
If Hana loses the Tyrannus, this is not going to work. Howtoplay going for the kill on Tyrannus and the game. That's a 2-0 from Howtoplay. We already have our first finalist. Howtoplay moving up fast with a 2-0 on the new player.
What a clinical match.